Hey, this is Dee Dee, the girl from A Girl, a Game, and a Goal. The game could be anything that you want. The goal is for this episode of Board Game Bits from scratch, we're going to create some board game room art, personalized to you. Does this look like your table after you get a game? And of course, the first thing we have to do is pop out all the pieces, unwrap it, and we're left with all this cardboard, maybe some extra bags, packing material, extra stuff. Well, what do we normally do with this? We throw it in the trash. Well, I'm going to show you a great idea, what you can do with this stuff right here. What else will we need? So I already talked about all the board game related stuff that you have around your house, probably, maybe not at the same time, but if you do this idea, you will definitely need to collect some stuff so that you can have things to work with. What you need to bring into the mix is basically a piece of cardstock, which this one is 8.5 by 11, and we're going to cut this down to 8 by 10, which is a smaller size than this. And the reason why, I don't want to give you all the tricks and surprises just yet. You also need to print a photo. In this digital age, we are constantly taking pictures of everything under the sun, and it clutters up our phones, and then we delete the stuff that we just, okay, whatever. We're not printing anymore. As a crafter and a scrapbooker, hint, hint, we print our pictures semi-regular. You don't need to go crazy. This is on copy paper. Just set your ink level to high quality or max vivid or whatever your setting is for your printer. It could be on regular copy paper. That's not a problem. Then go around your house. If you have kids, this is also really great to do with kids. Grab some different pieces of paper, any colors you may have. You also could get yourself like one little box, one little bag or packet of construction paper, and it's going to have a variety of colors. So the other things that are more geared towards crafters is going to be this double-sided tape. Double-sided tape has this ability to remove this white backing, and then you will have adhesive that then will be able to affix to both pieces that you're trying to glue together. So you'll see when I use it how this is going to work for us. You also have the ability of getting this foam tape, which adds some depth. It's not a necessary part of this particular board game craft, but it is nice to have in case you do decide to do some other elements. Another specific to crafting is this thing called stickers of any kind that have words on them. So this comes the full alphabet. This happens to be, I believe, just a lowercase alphabet, and it is a foamy, sorry for the crinkling, it is a foamy texture, and we're gonna use this as well as using other kinds of stickers. Now we can get the little letters and then create a bunch of words and stuff like that, and I'll tell you why this is relevant. Or we can get something that has some sentiments that can kind of work for what we're doing. So sentiments are just the words that convey the feeling of the craft, like on a on a card or whatever, and in particular on this thing we're going to do right now. So that's the things we need to get together. So what not all to create with that mess and all the extra little bits and bobs? Well, we can create something that's called the scrapbook page. Alright, so I'm going to do this in speed lapse because it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to put this all together, and it is a process. And even though we are board gamers and you're willing to watch this channel to get a little bit of inspiration, you're just not a crafter just yet, or maybe you are. So I didn't want to have you sitting through the entire process unless that's something that you want. So if you want to hear me yammering on about what I'm doing and how my day was going and what the games I'm playing, then hey, drop me some some inspiration in the comments and say what you would like to see and hear so that I could make this more interesting and fun for you. But basically, you're seeing that I'm using a tape runner, which is just this big pink thing that has a double-sided tape built into it, and I've just cut and overhang pieces from this 8 by 10 piece of cardstock, and I'm just cutting off all the excess to make it contained within that shape. 8 by 10 only because as board gamers, you're probably going to be easy to get in the dollar store, like an 8 by 10 frame, or they're relatively inexpensive, and we want to make our craft simple and affordable, and so 8x10 is like a standard. But I will show you another example of the standard that I use, which is 12x12 when I do my regular scrapbooking. So the process is just fun. You just move things around and you just have at it, and if it looks good, hey, I didn't think about color theory here. I didn't think about what goes where. I put something and it hung over, I just chopped it off. You have liberties. When it's crafting, doesn't have to be rigid. Crafting is supposed to be fun, just like board gaming, and it's supposed to bring people together. This is a great task to do with like friends and family. So give it a try. I'm going to show you an example of the scrapbook page that I created from the stuff that you just saw. I've layered stuff, I've added a photo that I printed, I've added a title up here, game night, I've added a subtitle down here, these are the times, smile, and it's just different components, things that come from our hobby. And I've made it 8x10 because most people can get their hands on an 8x10 frame. They're familiar with that size, and so this is one thing that you can pop into a frame. It really dresses it up, and it's unique and special to you and your family and your game room, and you're just gonna have a ball making it. Don't be afraid, just have at it. Just layer stuff, pick the colors, print some stuff, have fun with your crafts, merge another hobby into that board gaming love that you have. And just to show you how dressy it can look, I have another example for you. I created, and I'm showing you this now, and hopefully I don't get too much glare. Here is the Loozapalooza scrapbook page. Here we go, there we go. This is the scrapbook page that I created for Loozapalooza as an alternative example at a full 12x12 size that I put into a frame. So look how fabulous this is. I mean, you can hang this on the wall and it is a speaking point. I mean, really. So go out there, print some photos, grab some bits and bobs, and create yourself some art. So thank you so much. And if you want to know more crafty things, you can visit my channel, which is A Girl, A Game, and A Goal, both on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you, and bye till next time.